Hello and welcome to episode number 30. Today we're talking about bike seats and how to sit comfortably on your bike so that you'll enjoy your time while you're cycling and can strengthen your knees. Stay tuned. I'm Robin Robertson, founder of Healthy Knees Coach and international best-selling author. I figure I was born with a crappy pair of knees so that I could help you avoid the mistakes that I made and benefit from the many successes I achieved in my long and sordid knee history. Fast forward past multiple knee surgeries, ultimately with both knees replaced, plenty of life experience and study into the latest research for knees, and I'm stronger and healthier than I've ever been. I want to help you get there too. I share these lessons with you that will change your knees and probably change your life to give you the strength, stamina, and stability to get back to doing the things that you love. If you suffer from knee pain or want to avoid it altogether, you are in the right place, friend. Let's get started. One of the biggest complaints that I get from my Healthy Knees clients is that they don't like riding a bike, not because of their knees, but because of the seat. So I want to show you today how to sit comfortably on the bike and how to make your seat more comfortable for you. But first, one of the biggest mistakes that I see is that when people sit on their bike, they tip forward at the hips and put pressure on your sensitive tissues, your perineal area, and it hurts. That's not going to feel good for anyone. So I want you to think about this, like your hips are a bucket and you don't want to spill water out of it. So when you sit on your seat, instead of tipping that bucket forward and sloshing water out the front, I want you to think about keeping that bucket stable, pushing your hips into the sit bones and bending at the waist. So your bucket is still upright and you're reaching toward your handlebars. Here's what it actually looks like on the bike. Okay, so here I am on the bike and I'm just going to sit right up here. I can feel my sit bones in the back of the saddle. That's where you want them. On the widest part of the saddle, you want to feel your sit bones pressing into that. Instead of tipping forward to reach the handlebars and putting pressure on the nose of the saddle, not good for anyone. I'm going to push my sit bones into the back of the saddle, brake at my waist, lean forward at my waist, and reach the handlebars. It's almost like I'm pushing away from the handlebars with my hands. The good thing about a stationary bike is you don't have to grip onto the handlebars because you're not actually steering, you're not going anywhere. So you can just push away to push those sit bones into the back of the seat. And your body is going to remind you when to take pressure off the nose of the saddle, because if you are leaning forward, it's going to start hurting and you'll want to do that hip tuck to put the pressure in the back. Okay, this is a learned movement. You will have to practice it time and time again, but the more you ride, the more comfortable you'll become because you're pushing into the back of the saddle. Now that said, and now that you've got great body position on the bike, it will take you 2 to 4 weeks of getting over that initial discomfort of sitting on the bike seat. However, there are ways that you can make your bike seat more comfortable. You can add a bike seat cover. It's nice and cushy. Usually it's some sort of a gel material in there. I like the kind that have what I call a valley here, so that it is releasing any pressure on the soft tissues. I would not get one that's just flat covered, and the bottom looks like this. You can just slip it over your seat. It's easy to put on. There's a little tightening in the back. Okay. But once you have that seat cover on there, you've just made your seat a little bit higher, so you may need to drop your seat adjustment by a little bit, 1 notch if you've got a bike that has holes in the back, or if you're on your outdoor bike, you'll want to lower that down just a titch. And remember that you have a way to check your seat height, and I would refer you back to episode number number 9, how to set up your bike. Right there is everything you need to know on how to set up your seat height, your seat fore aft, your handlebar height, your handlebar fore aft. So I won't go into that now. It's all explained in episode number 9. And then in episode number 10, I go through all of the body parts in comfort tips. Not only your tush, but your back, your shoulders, your elbows, your arms, your wrists, and your neck. Okay, so check out episode number 10 for that one. But let's say this isn't quite enough for you, this nice cushy seat. Well, you can always get a different seat. You don't have to stick with the one that comes with your bike. Here's one that is a little bit wider. So there's a little more cushion and a little more room on the back here, and something like this might be just perfect for you. Or if that's not quite enough and you want a little bit bigger platform, I call this the extra comfy seat. And believe it or not, it is really great if you are just starting out cycling and you want a wider place for your bottom. This one feels more like sitting on a chair than sitting on a bike seat. So you can always use the extra comfy seat. Any one of these 3 will help you get going on your bike, because the important thing is to ride. Riding a bike is, as you know, one of my very favorite things that you can do for your knees to help them become stronger and healthier, help them move more. Moving more helps you to produce more healthy synovial fluid, and that healthy synovial fluid helps reduce friction and nourish your cartilage. It's a big chain of events that cycling helps to start and maintain. Okay, so I hope that way you know there are options for your bike seat. You don't have to live in discomfort. Make sure you try that hip tuck, pushing those sit bones into the back of the saddle, and then making an adjustment with the saddle itself if you need to. Okay, by following these tips with the hip tuck and making your seat a little more comfy, you will want to ride your bike more, you'll be more comfortable, you'll have more enjoyment, and you'll do more for your knees. Every week I post a new video on Healthy Knees for You on Thursday mornings. I look forward to our time together. If you got value out of this video, please hit the like button below and subscribe to this channel. That helps me to produce more Healthy Knees videos for you. All right, take care, and I will see you in a week. Bye for now.